Exponential percentage. According to me, this is not in the Namibian syllabus. Let me just show you, but it is in the Cambridge syllabus. And I know that some schools are doing the international Cambridge syllabus, and that's why I'm going to create this video. But let me just show you. If I look, I think, let's first go to the Cambridge syllabus. Here's the Cambridge syllabus. Now, if you look at that last sentence, I marked it in yellow. They say it's there. Let me just show you at numbers. And this is in the syllabus on page 13. Use exponential growth and decay in relation to population and finance. This is where I think you find it in the syllabus. But this is the international Cambridge syllabus. If you are looking in our syllabus, where's percentage? Let's just quickly see. Okay, there is percentage. So there's just the normal percentage. Do you see? And there is the reverse percentage. I don't see exponential percentage. Even if you go to the next page at finance, if you look here and you go through that on page 12, this is the Namibian syllabus, I still don't see that. But I still want to create this video because I think you can maybe use it in a subject like biology, and it's not a very difficult thing. Okay. So, no, unfortunately, that's not the correct one. Let's just go to percentage, and there is the correct one. So, I'm just doing this video for enrichment. And as I said, you can just follow it. I created a few or took a few examples, and it's really not very difficult. So, this is the percentage decrease, or it can be increased exponentially. Okay, let's start with example 3. Newton has a population of 23,000. The population decreased exponentially, that's how they will say it, at a rate of 1.4% per year. Calculate the population of Newton after 5 years. So you're just going to take 1 because that represents 100%, and you're going to subtract 1.4 over, remember percentage is out of 100, and that's the year. So to how many years? To 5 years. And then I just multiplied with the population. And then they said, don't calculate after 5, and I'm just going to approximate, because it's people, to the nearest unit. So I can either to the nearest unit or to 3 significant figures. Okay. I want you to stop the video, and I want you to do number 1. Again, you can continue the video as soon as you are finished. Let's start with number 1. The population of a town, it's again decreased exponentially at a rate of 1.7 per year. The population is 250,000. Calculate the population at the end of 4 years. So I need that. So let's just start. 1, okay, representing the full amount. 1.7 over 100, and I just make it to the power 4, and I just multiply it with 250,000, and that is going to give me an answer of 233,428.6. And if I make it, and let's just see, correct to the nearest 100, so this is unit 1000. So it's 233,000, and that will be your answer. Okay, let's look at number 2. Okay. In a city, the population increased exponentially. I wanted to take another one also. I don't want to make it red because increase sounds for me like blue. Okay, at a rate of 1.6% per year. But now they don't give the population. They just want the percentage. So find the overall percentage increase at the end of 20 years. So I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to say 1 plus, but instead of minus now, so the minus was for the decrease, it was minus. And now for the increase, it's going to be plus. So 1 plus, and now it's going to be 1,6 over 100. It's not plus minus, so please don't think it's plus minus. Okay, it was just plus. I just underline it. And this is 220. Okay, now just press that on your calculator. Then you get 1.373. It's actually going on percent. Okay, so it's bigger than that. So what I can do, I can subtract the 1, okay, and to see with how many, because they ask you for overall percentage increase, and then I just multiply it with that 100, and then I get 37.4% increase. Okay, and that's how you do it. Let's continue with example 4, which is a bit more challenging. The value today of a vintage car is 150,000. The value of this car increases exponentially. It's because it's a vintage car, okay, old car, by R% each year. After 12 years, so R, the value of the car will be this amount. Calculate the value of R. So it's just actually manipulating the formula, but it makes it a bit more challenging to solving. So let's just start. I'm just going to say, because of the increase, that's why there's a plus. Otherwise, there would be a minus. There's the years. Do you see that? Multiply. And now I give you the answer. And now basically I must just solve it. So take that to the other side. Now, I rather like to use exponents. So to get that to the power 1, I want to create a 1 there. I multiply with the reciprocal. And whatever I do on this side, I do on this side. So it was 12 over 1. So I multiply with 1 over 12. Multiply 1 over 12. And then I'm just pressing that on the calculator. And then I'm just solving. I take that 1 over, I subtract. And then it's almost like you put it over 1 and you cross multiply. And I get 9%. Okay. So this is how they will ask it a bit more challenging. Okay. Again, I want you to stop the video and I want you to do number 1. You can continue the video as soon as you are finished. I'm going to make it blue due to the increase. Okay. Let's start. The value of Danus Model Railway is 5500. The value increased exponentially at a rate of R% per year. At the end of 5 years, the value will be this. Calculate the value of R. So let's just put it in. So let's start. It's going to be 1 plus R over 100 to the power of 5 multiply 5500. Okay. And that will be equal to 7360. So what do? I just first going to say 1 plus R over 100, 5, and I'm going to divide on the other side. Okay, now to make that 1, I'm going to put it over 1. I multiply 1 over 5. So I put in bracket and I multiply 1 over 5. Okay, so I'm going to get 1 plus R over 100. That will become 1. That's what I want. I press on my calculator, bracket 7360, divide 5500, close the bracket. To the power, that's to the power, and then put a bracket. Okay, so bracket 1 divide 5, close the bracket, and that's how you do it. So then I get 1, and write the full calculator display, 59993068. Okay, and now I'm just going to simplify. So now I have R over 100, and it's going to be 1.059993068. Subtract the 1, so it's just going to be that 0.05999368. That's R over 100. Put it over 1, and I cross multiply, and I get the value of R is going to be 5.99993%. But if I approximate it to 3, then it's going to be 6.00. I just put because it's 3, but it's going to be 6%. 3 significant figures. That's why I was putting. So basically, what was the value of R? That was an increase of 6% exponentially. That's how you do number 1. Not so difficult. And then I want you also to do number 2. Okay, let's just do number 2. Okay, the population of a village is 6,400. The population decreases exponentially. Can you see why I used red? At the rate of X%. It's not to say it's R. After 22 years, the population will be this. Find the value of X. Okay, so let's start. So I'm just going to say, but now it's decreased, so that's why it's 1 minus, did you see? And how many years was that? 22 years. And what was the population? 6,400. What is the population going to become? 2,607. And I'm just going to solve that. And if you did one of the sums, you will see more or less the rest just follow in that pattern. So it's 2,607 divided 6,400. And now again, I want to show you. To get that 1, I multiply 1 over 22. And I multiply 1. And don't forget what I showed. I put a bracket after I put to the power. So then I'm going to get 1 minus x over 100. And that's to the power 1. And now I'm just going to do this. I'm going to press this on my calculator. So I'll show you bracket 2607 divide 6400 close the bracket equals to the power bracket 1 divide 22 close the bracket equals. And at 0.9599939. Okay. And now I'm just going to, now because it's, so rather take that to that side. Do you see? So I take the x over 100, and then it's going to be 1 minus, this one goes over, 0.9599939. And then, put it over 1, I'm going to cross, okay, so I'm going to get x, it's unnecessary this step, but I'm just going to show you. So it's 0.04, and then there's a lot of zeros. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 0, 9. And if I cross multiply, I get that my value of x is going to be 4.00%. So what was the decrease? 4%. So I just showed you, it's for enrichment. Remember, the more you know about maths, the better. And you can use it maybe in a subject also.